I'm singing legalize it. Legalize eating, yeah, yeah. That's the best thing you can do. Gotta legalize it, and then we'll advertise it. Doctors used to smoke it. Gerard never smoked it. But he smoked eating, he ain't smoked no cheaper. Judges smoked it back when they were healthy. Now they criminalize all of it. You gotta return to eating, people. I got a couple thoughts in my head this morning. Legalize it. I'm almost ready. Hang on. You gotta legalize eating. Don't criticize it. Legalize eating. Yeah. Because we got this Plannedemic. I'm going to talk about the malnutrition pandemic. Right, malnutrition. I'm going to tell y'all the problem. Say the problem today. I'm going to figure the problem out, baby. It started long before the Rothschilds and Rockefellers and central banks and big corporations and $2 trillion stimulus to hospitals and all the disaster capitalists. The pandemic of malnutrition that began the age of disease for mankind and women too. I was gonna do a meme this morning. I was gonna get me in trouble. I was gonna do a meme this morning. I was taking some pictures out there, getting the aquaponic systems together for the. Oh, look at that! We got Facebook animations and comments. If you're the first time watching, I'm not high. I don't do drugs. Just to let y'all know. I get high on life. I get high on learning. I get high in pandemics where we learn the first architect of the pandemic was God, man. God did it. God did this to you. No, I ain't gonna blame the central banks. They did it later. They did it way down the line. The first pandemic was God kicking you out the Garden of Eden. The minute you left your Garden of Eden, where you had all your fruits and vegetables, healthy permaculture, soil microbiology, and plants that just jump out the damn ground with all kind of nutrition, so when you get the regular germ, you don't get sick. God did this to you. Don't look at me. Don't look at them Rothschilds. They got the model. They got that model from somebody else. Ooh, I got something to say this morning. I need to talk about that. I want to talk about what happens to bananas when you sync up their immune systems. Called the Cavendish, and then a fungus figures out how to kill that one, then all of them die. Syncing up the immune system. Oh boy, that's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. You know, you have to talk around the topics. You got to talk at a principle level. You can't say what's true because this is the Hunger Games, social media. You say anything that's too true, you got to fill in, y'all, you got to fill in the dots, you got to cross the T's. You cannot say, listen, I'm going to tell you, the secret not to go to the social media jail is you can't say what you got to say. You got to talk around it. See, sometimes you can't just go in for it, right? Women been trying to teach men this stuff for a long time. You can't just, you have to, sometimes you got to talk around it. Sometimes you got to tease people and bring it in the goodness of them wanting to go do their own research and figure out what Koch's postulate is. Women been trying to teach men that for a long time. Robert, don't you put that angry face on there. We doing all hearts and likes and all of that stuff. We are learning that to get to the, ooh, goodness gracious, that's like an orgasmic Garden of Eden. You got to talk around the bush. You can't, oh Lord, did I just say that? Did that just come out? It's bushes in the Garden of Eden, y'all. It's bushes all over the garden. You got raspberry bushes and blueberry bushes and all kind of bushes in the Garden of Eden because it's natural. Oh Lord, I might get in trouble today. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Let me bring in YouTube. YouTube like, we're over here. Bring us in, dummy. You're supposed to click the button, bring us in. You happy, you got your Facebook. Good morning. Oh, a lot of stuff. Yes, I want to talk about the Cavendish banana because I'm growing Muso banana. I'm growing Muso bananas. Why? Because somebody synced up all the immune systems of the Cavendish banana. And now they all dying. They dying all over the planet. One day the Cavendish banana will go extinct. And if you understand what I'm saying, you need to pay attention. I want to talk about Koch's postulate a little bit. Not that I know what the hell it means. I know enough of it to know what I ain't supposed to be doing. I do know that. Del Bigtree and very smart people talk about it. Dr. Shiva, Dr. Buttar, and they still got that beef fighting. I personally think they should just get a room, get married, but that's just me. I believe in love to heal things. Hang on, let me bring YouTube in. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? Oh, I'm doing great. Oh, goodness gracious, I'm doing great and fantastic. You know what? Let me tell you why I'm doing great and fantastic. I'm gonna tell you. Hang on, let me bring YouTube in real quick. I had to rent me a car this morning because I got some heavy stuff to carry because I'm doing the garden. I think I'm gonna do a challenge. and I'm gonna do a challenge, and I'm gonna see if I can feed myself 80, maybe 90% of everything that I need to eat this year. I think I'm gonna try to grow my own. So I had to rent me a truck this morning. But then you got nature, who you don't have to actually grow young. Do y'all know that you don't actually have to grow young? I love the phrases we come up with. I kind of like the phrases the Rothschilds and Rockefellers come up with and hand to your government, to hand over to you and China and everybody else, so y'all get your little sink out. Social distance. You know, they come up with these things. We got our own too. Grow your own. You know, nature sitting back like, you know, dummy, you don't actually have to grow young. Nature's like, no, y'all part of the ecosystem. Y'all stupid, but you're part of the ecosystem. You don't have to grow your own. I literally grow it for you every day. Every day, nature out there right now, growing food for you. You just ain't eating it because you don't know what food is. You're going to the grocery store. You're going to get the poison. You don't want the food. Nature grow your food every day. You don't have to grow your own. A lot of people out there, they know. Friends, I got friends here who forage the healthiest diet that you will ever have because nature knows what you need to eat. It grows your food so it can get the food. It grows the food. So you don't actually have to grow your own. You just got to remember what food look like. All right, yeah, a lot of points I want to make today. Oh, why am I bubbly? That's right, I was gonna tell you. What happened? I was going to rent the car and I got out. I'm gonna show you the picture. Cause sometimes people online, they lie. I don't lie. Listen, nobody has my life. I'm gonna try to tell you the craziest, cuckooest things happen to me. And the biggest thing is I'm in the country that believes in the cuckoo virus, but we're not gonna go there. I'm in a dimension that believes in slavery and capital and banking and all that stuff. So we just not gonna touch that. I got out the car. I gotta show you the picture. I'm gonna show you the picture because the young people here, they keep telling me, they say, you don't take a picture, it didn't happen. Last time I got married on Facebook and they're like, no, it didn't happen. You ain't show us the picture. I'm gonna show you the picture. I took a picture. Let me make my young man eyes. You know how young people do it? They open their eyes like this because they can't really see the screen that well. Young people eyes. I'm 29, damn it. 29. Nope, that's the mosquito. That's the lettuce. I took a picture. This is what happened. I got out my car. I was going to the rental. I got to make it nice and big. I got out my car. I was at the rental spot and everybody on lockdown in my state. Do y'all see that? That's my foot right there. That big ashy, gnarly, crunchy thing right there. Looked like it just been kicking ash in a fireplace somewhere. Like you could just scratch the hell out of a grizzly bear with it. And then something's right in front of the door. Y'all see that? Do I need to zoom in? Do y'all not see that? I got out the car this morning. I gotta tell you what happened, because I told the man at the rental place, you need to come get this, brother. You need to, hey, I'm right outside. Right there, y'all see them panty drawers? Y'all see them panty drawers right by my door? I done got out the car this morning, and there go be my big foot right there. I done got out the car, and somebody panty drawers right there. I'm telling you what happened to all this stuff only happens to me. Because I'm 29, the first thing I got out the car, I looked down and said, damn, is that mine? don't even act like don't even act like that you ain't never done that. You get out the car and you're at the grocery store, so open the door, you're in a parking lot, driveway or something, you look down, see some drawers, like, oh damn, is that mine? They kind of look like mine. I got something that kind of look like that. Is that mine? Did I leave the door open? Was I doing laundry? What happened? Something fell out the crack of the door? Did I not strap on my drawers too tight this morning? They'll fall out your pants leg. So I'm just enjoying it. I'm not going to show you the picture of the panty drawers no more. Because they might be drawers. I don't know if they're panty drawers or drawers. But I do know this. Somebody, whoever owns them, they need to eat more organic. Because I swear I saw some white yeasty stuff in there. But it may not be yeast though. Might be that I'm not going to go that direction. I said you need to eat some more organic food. Drink a lot more water. But it might not be yeast. Shoot, I was happy. I was like, you know what? If you lose your drawers in the parking lot, man, you done had yourself a great night. Or you done had yourself a horrible night. One or the other. I'm not sure which. I think these people had a great night. That's what I think. I think these people ain't worried about your quarantine. I think the boyfriend live over there, and the girlfriend live down there, and they figured out that, you know what, there's thousands of people in the street protesting, they ain't getting the cuckoo virus. We about to get it some. Now, you can't do it because your mommy home and my mommy home. And our parents are like Gerard's parents. They beat the hell out of you. They believed in that scripture. Spoil the rod, spare the child. Spare the child, spoil the, how does that go? Spare the rod, spoil the child. Then I think it works for government too. You spare the rod against your political party, so you can spoil the hell out of them too. Hell no, I got beat, man. I got beat all over my house. Don't even start me on that. I know we're supposed to talk about a couple in the car doing the nasty, and y'all go, and this is the part where y'all act like you ain't never done that. Go on, act like you ain't never did that. Like, nah, I ain't never, oh, in a car? Oh. In a bush? Ah. I'm so much better than you. Oh, I've never had it in the car. Shoot, I didn't have my first son in the car. I tell him all the damn time, bro, you know where you came from? You know where you came from? You ain't come from the Garden of Eden, bro. You came from the top of the Nissan 300ZX. Boom. It was in a cornfield in Delaware, but that's a whole nother discussion. I'm gonna say that story for his wedding. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save that stuff. I'm gonna say, bro, listen, I'm gonna talk to his wife when he's getting married. If he ever decide to tie the knot, jump over the bush or the broom or whatever, however that work, go in the bush, jump over the broom, something like that. I say, son, listen, the girl, you was almost single. You was almost single, but I was driving home from New York one night. Had his mama in the car in the side. Oh, I'm telling some secrets. I need to stop. Let me stop. You get the itch, and Farmer Johnson was asleep. He went to sleep too early. There about 2 o'clock in the morning. Farmer Johnson sleeping. They pulled up in the cornfield. Yeah, you would. Yeah, we copulated in a GMO cornfield. Son, you might not make it past 40. All right, let me stop. No, get serious. Gotta get serious. All right. That's how my day starts. I can't believe it. I stepped out the car and I seen me some panty drawers, and then the next thing you know, this whole thing, my head just blew up. It just like, yeah, no, people ain't here. They're not buying it no more. They getting them something, but they ain't playing. Or maybe it was a slight swipe left or swipe right. They realize that this is all cuckoo. It's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But that's what I'm gonna talk about. Let me change this music. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? I need to talk about the first pandemic. The very first one. Not the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. They just pandemic come later. The central banks and the hospitals and the recoding and the insurance companies and the political parties trying to collapse the currency because they're trying to beat China at being China because they want to beat in. Oh Lord, it just don't make no damn sense. They talk about Red China all damn day. They can't wait to beat Red China. They're trying to beat Red China at this whole, oh, you can't even say, Five Gerard. Red China was ahead in Five Gerard, so my nation got to beat the Red China at being Five Gerard. You know, Red China wasn't letting their citizens be free, locked them down. They was using the blowtorch to lock them in their apartments, so America had to do that. But before they did it, it started with God first. It started with God and sin and nature. Garden of Eden, spaghetti God, whatever you believe in, I don't care nothing about that. All I'm trying to say is if you don't eat healthy, malnutrition will rule your body, okay? And you can have all kind of great sciences and curases and all of that stuff that comes later. If you eat like death, you will die. In the Garden of Eden, they had everything they need. They were in sync with nature. Nature grew their own, they ate their own in diverse raw quantities and pooped it out for nature. Nature thanked them. Nature processed the poop, got the biology and bacteria and all the stuff that just make y'all squeamish, and it created more plants. And the plants were highly educated to modify the compounds. It knew what the mammals were having. It gave them the compounds they needed so they wouldn't be sick. So they go walk 50 miles and poop the seed out in a package of a delicious fruit of sugars that made you want to eat it as a mammal and poop it out 50 miles away. And nature knows how this works. It's an ecosystem. If you make the mammals healthy, they can walk a long way and drop your seed 50 miles that way. If you put GMO and glyphosate and fluoride in the water and chlorine and all of that nonsense that they do, you give them Twinkies in the grocery store and bagels for breakfast, they only gonna get about 300 feet. I mean, if you look at the average person in my country, you get them run, you can't get them running. Boy, you get them up about 2 flights of steps. They got that wheezing thing going. All right, hang on, let me see. There's so much in my head this morning. Let me change the title on YouTube. I'm trying to do this in the background while I talk to y'all. The Garden of Eden, when we were healthy, the greatest drop in human health began when? It began right after modern agriculture. Why? Because we stopped foraging. First, we got kicked out of the garden, had everything you need in sync with nature and ecosystem. Got kicked out because y'all was being nasty, probably leaving your panty drawers and stuff everywhere. God said, no, that's sin. You got to get the heck out of here. And a certain snake was around. I don't go into the story because the translation and the glyphs and Moses and Aaron and the pyramids and the Naga text and that Adam and Eve declassified document from the CIA. The Adam and Eve stories. I don't really know the details. I know y'all got kicked out, so you couldn't eat healthy things. So you had to forage. It took you a little while to remember that nature's growing your own. It took you a little while to identify what food is. Lettuce. We probably started eating sticks and bark. We were probably eating slugs and grubs and different stuff. Then we realized we get healthier if we eat the plantains, we eat the weeds, we eat the dandelions. Then we started building human health up after being kicked out the garden. I'm telling the story of history. This is how I see it. This is how I see it. And then one day, what did the brother post yesterday? Montez, what did he post yesterday? Who said that? Rousseau. The quote, he said, but one day a king decided that I own this land. This is mine. And found him some people simple enough to agree. And then you had modern agriculture. You see how all this is playing out? This is crazy. Then you have modern agriculture. So what are we, the simpletons? I know, I tell people, slavery was a choice. People don't like it. I keep telling. I came from some slaves who were simple enough to get on the boat. I ain't never getting on nobody's boat, and you ain't putting no boats in me. But that's another discussion. And I came from simple people too, who agree with the king way back before slavery. Like, this is the king's land, and we gonna live on the king's land. And then we invented the modern diseases. Why? Because now we don't have to forage. We don't have to eat raspberries and blueberries and blackberries and nuts and plantains and apples in between some grapes and everything else. We just decided we gonna grow wheat. Why? Because we're lazy. We decided, nope, we just gonna grow a whole bunch of wheat, make some bread and unleavened bread, and maybe some more bread and maybe some biscuits and maybe a bread cake. And then you had all the modern diseases. Huh, interesting. What you eat for breakfast? Would you have a donut? Have some bagels? Did you have a biscuit? Right? Get all that gluten in you, get all of that clogging up your villi, so even if you eat a plantain or some fruits and vegetables later, your body still doesn't even take up the nutrition. So what does that do? It exposes your immune system to every germ that comes across. So all the modern diseases came from that Rousseau quote, which is, we actually agreed that the king's own the land. And the king said, nah, you can't grow anything you want. You're going to grow this. This is the easy thing to grow. You can't hunt on my land. You can't grow on my land. This is my land. Y'all gonna live on that one little plot. And then modern illness came in. Malnutrition is the basis of every disease. It is the basis of every disease. If your body does not have the ability to fight off that germ, right, get down to Koch's postulate and, Lord, don't ever trust people who don't actually know where the disease comes from with the cure. Don't ever do that. You do that, you dumb as the simple people who believe the king owned the land, and the other people who got on that slave boat with the whips and masters, or the ones in Irish that were forced on the boat. You crazy as hell if you listen to people who have no idea the cause, but they already got a cure for you. That should be common sense. All right, good morning, everybody. Whew. All of that from a Musso banana and some panty drawers at the rental car place. There's a lot more than that. That's just a piece of it. I was listening to a 5-hour live stream all morning. I don't know who sent it to me. It was fantastic. I want to show you some clips of it because they tell us to, but they also say, well, they said they want you to show the clips, so I'm going to show the clip. but also there is no way they're going to allow this to stay up on social media. So I just got to show you the clips. These people, oh my God. You know how a live stream starts and you see like a one brown guy and you're like, damn it, we're going to be here for 2 hours. He's excited and smiling and drinking coffee. No, we're not. I got to go. I got farming to do. But this day they had like 20 live streamers. Oh my God. I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't even know what I looked at. I was one of the first one to see if I recognized anybody. And then I loved it because I realized I don't know any of these people. So all of these people probably know stuff that I don't know. And I'm gonna tell you, did anyone watch this? Who sent this to me? Hold on, let me show you this. It's called Event 202. Did y'all watch it? They have a channel on YouTube called Event 202. I already subscribed this morning. These people came on, started saying some wow stuff. And other stuff that I agree with, other stuff that I knew, and some other stuff that was just a little special. That's okay. We got special people all over. As I go find Event 202, legalize it. People, you gotta legalize a Garden of Eden. Listen to Peter Tosh. You gotta legalize it. You gotta legalize nature. You gotta stop your war on nature everywhere it is. If you got a problem, you see sick people around you, diseased people, you know somebody who died of the flu and flu season this year, then you need, and you live like them, you eat like them, you ask them what they ate for, well, you can't really ask them, can you? They're not here. They're any other dimension. But if you remember what they ate for breakfast, did they eat bagels? Did they eat biscuits? Remember what they ate for lunch? Did they eat a bread sandwich with some meat in between it with some cheese? And you remember what they ate for dinner? If you eat what they ate, you're gonna go where they're gonna go. It doesn't really matter what your government does. Doesn't matter what Big Pharma does. You're gonna go where they went. Yeah, it's called Event 202, Lori. I gotta show you. Oh, I got to show you this. Let me see. But I can't show you the whole thing. I can't show you the whole thing. And the whole first hour was the preparation. The whole first hour was foreplay. You know how I do that thing when I put the thing, it's got the counter down till the pie is done. They did that for a whole hour. But I guess you gotta do that. If you're gonna get together 200 live streamers who tell truthful things getting banned all over social media. The only people I really listen to is people who getting banned. If you're not getting banned, you ain't saying enough of what's true. Yeah, I looked at this clock for about an hour. Actually, I didn't look at it, but I clicked and jumped through it quicker. It was fantastic. Did anybody watch it? That's the first question. Did y'all watch it, and who sent it to me? I don't remember who sends me stuff. Y'all send me stuff. I just click on it. And anyway, good morning, everybody. Before we even start that, the ad's got to play. All right, let's silence that out. Let that ad play. And I don't want to hear it. It's like commercials. I turn commercials off. I don't hear nothing. Oh my goodness. That looked kind of like somebody I recognize. Africa F. Wallace, MD, Director, Thoracic Surgery. I can already tell you, I'm not that into. Well, no, surgeons ain't too bad. They're not too bad. They're certainly better than these MDs, not the ones getting banned. Well, good morning. Good morning, people. I want to get into it at 201. Ooh, condoms are the worst. Melissa. I know, but you know what? If they had condoms, it was a condom next to those panty drawers, then it would be safe to understand that those people were being safe. I didn't see none of that. I saw something that looked like, anyways, let me stop. Not going back down that road. Woo, goodness gracious. All right, everybody calm. Let's look at Event 2 over a second. They wanted to share it all over social media. I did not share it on Facebook, though. I already know. They said it was too much. It was there's no way they're gonna let that on social, not on Facebook. You can share it on YouTube, a few other places. Let's see, I'm gonna show the beginning, I'm gonna show a few clips, then I'm gonna tell y'all to go watch it. Good morning. Oh, Buakan, I had you rolling. These people got me rolling. I wake up in the morning, I just look around what they doing. Next thing you know, I'm stepping on drills. It's just, there's always something going on in Monkey World. Good morning, people. Who was that? Mystery. Here we go.
Human affairs have been watched, controlled, and scrutinized by a small elite cabal, which have been plotting and manipulating mankind, working towards complete global government to seize total control. Slowly but surely, this shadowy group have been drawing up their nefarious plans and reaching into every aspect of society. One of their aims, to create a new world order, an authoritarian world government without national sovereignty. And this includes a depopulation agenda to reduce the number of people who are no longer of any use to them, perhaps down to as little as 500 million people. if the Georgia Guidestones are accurate. Through families such as the Rockefellers and Rothschilds, along with powerful organizations such as the IMF and the Council on Foreign Relations, and at Bilderberg meetings, plans such as Agenda 21 and Agenda 2030 and others were hatched. Plans to transform the world and to implement top-down government control. Funded by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the World Economic Forum, and others looking to profit from disease, Event 201 was one such plan. They prepared and planned for a coronavirus epidemic and sought to see what opportunities it could offer them. They finished their plans towards the end of 2019. This is Event 202, a response to the propaganda we're bombarded with every day, an attempt to show a reality that others may not have considered before and how we should deal with it.
Solutions. I'm going to skip over because I got to show you a few things. First, Ty said that salads are irritating. Yes, they are, but they keep you alive, keep you out the hospital. Man can live on lettuce alone because man is a rabbit. He's a damn banana. He's like, I'm not a rabbit. Yeah, you're a rabbit, and your healthcare system says that you are. If you don't eat your deep leafy greens, you will die, and it's going to take a long time because they're going to experiment on you the whole way out because of what that man just said. If disease is profitable, eat your lettuce. Man can live on lettuce alone. And woman can live on lettuce, and if you add a shoe store to that, maybe a shoe store, a few other things. I got to go to 206. That's just a joke. People don't take me serious. We come on here, we tell jokes. Most times I got the woman's back. Right now, it just made me a little jokey joke. But nowadays, the men too, because the men, boy, they love them shoes, don't they? Oh, you know what? I messed up. What is this, 206? I think I did it wrong. Did I do it wrong? I did it wrong. Oops, I'm not going to be able to show you because I got the wrong timestamps. Or is this like 2 hours? Maybe it was 2 hours and 6 seconds. So I told you it was 5 hours. These brothers was going. I think it's right here, 206, where I put my stop point on it. Yes, that's right. Cannabis is God's medicine. God's medicine, GH 3.0 MD.
I'm going to show you how to take this old dresser drawer.
There you go.
And turn it into a garden. There is no end to the bounty of Mother Nature. There's enough for everybody. And that's one thing that you will learn from gardening. Most importantly, what I'm gonna teach you is how to grow your own food.
All right. Oh, that's the gangster garden.
In this class, what you're gonna learn is how to take some of my favorite vegetables and herbs from planting to harvesting.
All right, cool, but we're not gonna watch that right now, brother. I need y'all to watch that. Ron Finley knows what he's doing. But I tell you, always take it a step further. Don't stop at gardening. Do not stop at growing. Go beyond that. Think about the soil microbiology, eating healthy, raw, not growing in an old dirty drawer that you done had your panty drawers and your drawers and your socks in. Because it's GMO on all of them. They got cotton. They use the pesticide on the cotton. You don't grow in that for two. It's a good starter. It's a great way to get started, get excited. But then you got to eat, you got to level up. I got to level up.
As a whole, went into lockdown around about the same time. This was all in March. It was all around the time of the spring equinox, which is very important when we get into the nature of these occultists again and some of the dates that they observe with their ritualistic behavior. But we have these groups, these think tanks that specialize in working out how they're going to control and dominate and manipulate the rest of us. And we can be pretty sure that the real controllers of this world get together in groups such as the Bilderberg Group, the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission.
Bilderberg Group, Council on Foreign Relations, Trilateral. You haven't heard of these names? Are these new to you? If these names are new to you, you have no idea how your world works at all. Please don't ever mention politics anywhere around any of my friends on Facebook. You have no idea how the world works. If you thought the world worked by Americas and Chinas and Russias and Democrats and Republicans, please sit down, get yourself a notepad, paper, and pencil, get the wife and the kids and sit down. Y'all got a 5-hour, well, actually it's a 4-hour video to watch. And they'll explain how your world works. Your world is about control, power, and money, and economics. It ain't about any of the nonsense on the television. The television is owned by billionaires. It's for stupid people, all right? It's for people who are ignorant, who have no clue what money and power is. Like I was listening to somebody else this morning. I had nothing to do, just growing food and listening to stuff. Who was the guy? Y'all like him. Y'all always send me links for this dude. The economic something guy. I forgot his name. Anyway, he made a great point. Even though I don't like his videos, and I don't really, I love him, but I'm not really, because he's more of a cryptocurrency type of guy. He's the guy, he's always walking in the golf course. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He's walking in the golf course, and he's like, yeah, y'all can be like me, you poor people, you slaves. I didn't create cryptocurrencies, and I'm making all this money on Wall Street. You see these multi-million-dollar houses behind him. He started telling us how to save ourselves. That guy. The vigilante, the dollar vigilante, that's his name. But he said something powerful this morning. This is why I don't really care if I disagree with you. If you are a you and you're speaking your truth, I want to hear it. You're going to say something that I need to hear, right? He said something this morning. Someone sent me a link over on Instagram, and he said, because central banking is another big part of this, all right? You don't know what central banking is, you also do not have any clue how your world works. He said that, well, America is in capitalist, and I know that. America's never been in capital. America might have been capitalism for half a day, maybe for 2 hours right after they signed the Constitution. After that, he ain't never had capitalism in here. If you were in an argument with people talking about capitalism, communism, socialism, which America is, you're silly. You're silly. All right. There, he said, I love the way he said it. He's very, very simple. One sentence. He said, you don't have a central bank in capitalism. You don't have a central bank in capitalism. I said it another way. I just said that we're crony capitalists. It's not capitalism. As long as you got cronies at the top, it's free. It's not free market and it's not capitalism. You got one monster at the top that controls everything. If you own the purse, you own it. You can call it any ism you want. You can call it tomatoism. All right. It's going to be run by the people who own the purse. All right. It's something powerful he said. I just wanted to mention that, give him a shout out. Also, want to give a shout out to Anomaly. Oh man, did y'all see his video yesterday? Once again, and it got removed. I go on my timeline, I can't find it. Anytime you start dumping out too many powerful truths, they will delete your video. That man has a big following. And he told he just said all them. He did a live stream yesterday. And a couple of y'all was over there. It was great. Go back your timeline, see if it's there. That's why you gotta hit it when it's hot. You gotta hit it when it's hot. You gotta put down the hoe. Put down the garden hoe. Put down the garden hoe, and you need to turn on your radio or your cell phone anytime these live streams start, because they're not gonna let them stay up. They'll let you live stream, but they won't let it stay, which is why I thank Facebook for it, right? They're quietly helping. They're quietly helping. Not as much as you want them to, but they'll let you do a live stream for the most part. You don't say too many things. When that live stream ends, they'll delete it, which is a good thing. I kind of feel like we're going back to the Debbie Lusignan days. If you remember those threads, we'd have these truthful threads. She'd go out there and make fun of the deep state and the billionaires and the nonsense and the false flags, and they let her video stay up. But the minute she pressed that stop button, they delete the hell out of it. Why? Because they got advertisers. They know the advertisers aren't watching at that moment, but they know the advertisers will watch it later, and they'll pull their ads. They just got to make millions of dollars too, but I'm glad it seems as though maybe we're going back to the days where they'll let you speak your truth to anybody who's live at the time, and then they'll delete it. But this man is talking about things. This is how your world works. If you're on lockdown in the house and you can't touch nobody, you can't hug or kiss or do none of that stuff, leave some panties in a parking lot, can't see the girlfriend, it's not because there's a cuckoo virus going around. It's because you cuckoo, you trust the TV, and you don't listen to men actually talking truthful things, and women.
Lots of these groups whose names we know, and there'll also be many whose names we don't get to hear about. But the point is, we can know from this that governments don't run the world. So Boris Johnson is not in charge of the United Kingdom. Donald Trump is not running the United States. There are other higher ups that are dictating the way these things play out.
And if you doubt that, something is wrong with you. If you think at a point where you have thousands of billionaires on this planet and suspected a few trillionaires, and they're going to let you, some silly monkeys that don't even know what food is, to actually elect somebody and put them in control over a nation to affect their billions of dollars and trillions of dollars, if you think billionaires and trillionaires will let you do that, and a crackhead will kill you for a $50 radio, you're crazy. You're nuts. I don't, maybe we'll just watch television. Just go watch it. If you believe presidents actually make decisions other than the color of Jell-O and I accidentally trip and say things on television, I don't even know what to tell you. You should get you some gloves, get you a mask, and get the epoxy. Because that's what Mama said. Mama said, Mama saw, Mama makusa. And Mama also said, when you get that Walmart costume and you get to running down the street, you make sure you take your costume mask off because you're going to get the pox. It's called epoxy. Get all excited because you get a treat and candy. Although in my day, it was not a Walmart costume. We had something called Bradley's. We had something called Mimco. And we go down there and get them plastic masks, put them over our face, and we think we could just wear them. Sometimes we wear them year to year. But you get excited getting running door to door because you getting treats because scaring people is profitable, and you get a little treat from the authority of the land if you wear your mask and you scare people appropriately. Does that sound familiar to anybody? The analogies are everywhere, but hey, but you wear that mask too long, you're gonna get the pox. You're gonna get the epoxy. So you don't want to rebreathe your bacteria. I'm not saying don't wear a mask. My government tells me I'm supposed to tell y'all to wear your mask, and I'm just saying, if you think that you voting and you changing the billionaires' world and nations by voting, you need to listen to your government, get yourself some plastic gloves, a mask, turn on Fox, CNN, CSNBC, MSNBC, BBC, and let them tell you how the world works. And don't listen to nobody like me. I think this man, what he's saying makes sense. This is what a lot of us have been studying for a long time. I don't know anybody here who convinced you that they know it all, but we have pieces enough to know that you can hang up your politics.
There's also an organization known as the Tavistock Institute of Human Relations based in London. And this group specializes in mass mind control and social engineering. They shape and mold public attitudes and
I'm just giving you clips. That's all. This is just, what is that called? The stuff that men suck at, foreplay. It's called just titillation. This is just getting, I'm giving you a taste because I got to go. Tavistock Institute. You want to look up the Tavistock Institute. Why they're in sync with that Eddie Bernays propaganda stuff. If you've not read his book, you should look up the Tavistock Institute. These are great things to do if you're not growing food. At least you can educate yourself in how the world actually works. That's huge. Oh, something else I said. Somebody else said, oh, no, it was Enoch. Somebody said something else on there I wanted to jump into. The truth is not on television. Tavistock Institute, Eddie Bernays, propaganda, central banking, the people who actually run the world, all the scary things that only adults can actually pick up, that their world doesn't work how the television tells it does. You're supposed to wear your gloves, your mask, social distance, and I forgot the rest of it. It's gonna come to me. But this man right here, listen to him.
Public reactions and behaviors, and we can be sure that Tavistock have played a big role in this current narrative, particularly in terms of things like social distancing and
That's what it was. Did I lose it again? Hold on. Tavistock, it was right there, Tavistock Institute. Oh yeah. I was thinking about this morning. I didn't post it because I probably can't. I had to stop posting this morning. I heard him say it before you forget it again. Oh, I gotta spit it out and I'll tell you something. Operation Paperclip. That's it. There you go. Operation Paperclip. I had to get that out. What the hell is he talking about? Please do your homework. There's a prerequisite to talking on the internet in this group. You gotta do your homework. Look up Operation Paperclip. Tavistock Institute, right? So here's the thing. You just might not want to trust anybody that had an Operation Paperclip. Just saying. When you look it up, if they got cures for you, just saying, you might want to look it up. I think a lot of this is just the last chapter of Operation Paperclip. All right? Think about it from that perspective. Do you want to go and get a cure or help for your health from people who literally took study and research and thousands of scientists who literally experimented on people by the hundreds of thousands who did not consent? Do you want to trust that? And do you want to continue that research within you? You might want to think about that. He mentioned Tavistock Institute. All of these things are all connected. And I was thinking about that this morning, like, wow, somebody actually looks up Operation Paperclip and realize that what they did to the Jews, they want to do to you. Maybe that'll wake them up. I don't know what to wake you up. I don't know what to get you to change your behavior. My job is just to go out here and just disseminate information. All I can do is educate, not because I'm smarter than anybody else, but because the smartest people I know, which were really old people, always said, educate yourself, and then educate yourself on what your education rebukes. Educate yourself, and educate yourself on what your statist education rebukes. If you're a doctor, look at the other side. If you're a nurse, you believe in medicine, look at the other side. Lori's one of them, she's right there. You know, if you're a computer scientist, you work in these big corporations, then look at the other side. If you believe in germ theory, look at the other side, right? We used to call it due diligence. We used to call it detective work. You don't actually know what's going on until you know all sides of the story, right? We used to call it in divorce, right? There are literally 3 sides to every story. 3 sides. It's his side, her side, and then it's the truth. Just because you're born to him, you do not want to always trust him's side. Just because him came to you first, you don't want to trust because you know him, and him's your cousin, and him is your friend. Do not trust him. In his reality, he's going to tell you what if he's honest. Most of them is going to lie to you. What happened was, but in his reality, he's going to tell you how he saw it, and it's going to be wrong. Right? And then don't trust her neither. Don't trust her, because if you relate to her, her is your sister, her is your cousin, her is your mama. Don't trust her. She loves you, but she gonna lie to you. She ain't gonna tell you the truth, either from just she a liar or because she's only gonna tell you her perspective. And this is what we did with divorce court. When we used to walk people through how to go through a divorce with kids in custody and don't fight over the children, share the children, because it's never their fault that you ignorant and so is he, and y'all don't know how to pick people you can live with for life. You know, don't hurt the kids, hurt each other, hurt yourself. Don't hurt each other, hurt yourself. There's 3 sides to every story. You know, so if you get educated, always get that. Understand that your state is going to tell you what it wants you to know. It's going to educate and indoctrinate you in what's profitable and powerful. It will not educate you in what is true. It's truth, her truth, and the third story, which is always in the middle. I'm gonna skip up here. I'm gonna skip up a little here because I'm running out of time. I said I'm not gonna hold y'all long today because I got post holes to dig, baby. I got some boxes I got to control. Check this out.
Health and Human Services put in the Federal Register and 88.
My motto is that if you're going to do this, you have to do it really, really well. You can't do it a little bit well. You got to put all the effort that you possibly could.
Well, thank you, MD, for agreeing with me. She's in the discussion too. She's saying if you're going to do this, and this can be anything that you're doing, you got to do it well. You got to do it well. You got to do your due diligence. If you're going to put on that robe, you're going to take the Hippocratic Oath. You need to believe in it. You don't have to experiment on anybody without their consent. And you don't have to do anything to harm anybody. But you got to do your due diligence. You got to look at the hippie side and the pharmaceutical, medical, Rothschild, Rockefeller side. All right, I agree. She's in the discussion. She's agreeing, so we're going to skip. You don't need to hear no more of that.
Communicable diseases. I'm talking about all the language that we're seeing come to pass right now. And it was passed 90 days later, and it just laid in wait for us right now. And so it is actually being activated, or has been activated. You need to know that it's Health and Human Services entry into the Federal Register was a UN mandate, that this is actually coming from the United Nations, and so that everybody's harmonized. That's why you're seeing everybody speaking the same language. That's why we've got the same program going out. And what I would say that we're up against right now is a soft martial law. It has not gone hard. And when they talk about waves, we have something called dual use language. And so what happens is while the waves of the virus come, they're also going to give us managed waves of a little bit of freedom, some resistance, and then we're going to be incrementally going tighter and tighter into tyranny. And so
America, that's it. That's I'm gonna say is America. What they do is they take some and they give some back. They take it away and they give a little bit back. They take it away and give a little bit back. This is the dance bipartisan in my country. These Democrats and Republicans been doing since they've been walking us into a police state. They've been walking us complete out completely out of freedom as a human being, and and people don't see it, right? Because they take it away, you get upset, but then they give some back and you cheer. Remember how we used to say, don't cheer when people do what they're supposed to do? That's not when you cheer. When you see a man at the park with his kids, you don't start clapping like, oh, he's a good daddy. No, he's at the park with his kids. That's bare minimum. He's supposed to do that. He had the baby. He went to the parking lot, got in the car, left the drawers, and Gerard saw him outside his car at the rental car, and y'all done had the baby. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Don't clap when people do what they're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Government ain't supposed to take this whole cannabis thing. It's a good example. They took it all away. They took all the natural medicine away. Everything that's a painkiller, they took it away from you. Why? Because they know people in pain will take whatever and do whatever they want you to do. And then they give you some of it back. They'll give you cannabis back from we're going to legalize it. We're going to let some of it be free, but you got to get a license. You got to pay this. You got to do this. You're going to have to pay a tax and then give it back. And people are like, yeah, they're free. And it's like, no, dummy, they're playing you. And this is what she's talking about, right? They take it away and they give a little bit back to get you to clap because you're not paying attention, right? And that's what's going on, right? But she's talking about the whole health and human services and foster care and all of this. And so, you know how the Hippocratic Oath, it says that you can't experiment on people without their consent. Like legally, they can't do that. Bill Gates legally, Billy Fence, I said it wrong. Billy to no fence, he literally cannot rape you with his little thing. He can't do that. It's not allowed. It's 100% illegal. You have to consent. He cannot do that to you. And so they'll do things to get you to consent, right? Like, why do parents let the pharmaceutical industry stick their little thingies in their children? Well, because they can't go to school when the parents got to go to work. So they let the little thingy get stuck in, but it's still rape, but you consented to it. Nobody can stick anything in you without consent. So what they do is they'll use like health and human services and foster care and all this nonsense. They try to play this mess on me where they'll get you to consent with something that you don't actually want to do. And you got to learn the word no. You got to learn the word no means no. You got to learn that phrase. No means no. I tell you this, like I told everybody, you not sticking no little thingies in me. But what they'll do is they'll stop you from getting a driver's license. They'll stop your kids from going to school. They'll, and if you can't go to work, you don't have a driver's license, you can't pay your bills, then obviously you'll capitulate and get that thing he put in you. And I'm just trying to say, don't get that, not Bill Gates. Not Billy Finn. Don't let nobody stick no thing in you that's beyond your right. To me, it's a violation, but they need your consent. There's something weird about this world where they publish what they want to do first. Like Lori was talking about in her live stream, and then they do it. They need your consent. So that's what she's talking about deep. I just want to show you what a few of these live streamers were talking about, because these were all people I don't know. These were all deep people that I don't know that are fantastic, but they said incredibly truthful things. Let me skip up here. I can't show you the whole thing.
That might be prison time. It might be being secluded in your home. You may not be able to go to the grocery store. You need to think about, okay, so what am I going to do? How am I going to negotiate that? I'm going to have a garden, so I don't have to go to the grocery store. I grow my own medicine, so I don't have to go to the pharmacy, and I get skilled in, taking care of my own health care and various other things. So you then, because you've got this knowledge now, you can make some wise decisions. But is the government going to come out and tell you about all these things? No, they're not going to tell you.
Why would they tell you to make a Garden of Eden? Why would they tell you to take care of yourself? Why would they tell you, I need to move her down real quick and show you the Garden of Eden, right? What have we been saying for the longest time now? Get you some seeds and put them in the ground. You don't even have to get you some seeds. You would just go to the store, go to the organic section where the fruits and vegetables, those things that you don't know come from are. Look for something that's shiny and red. Shiny and red. Got some perforations on the side. It's called a tomato. It's what they put in your pizza. Get one of those, and all you gotta do is cut that sucker up, cut it up in 4 or 5 pieces, throw it on the ground somewhere, and throw some dirt on top of it and just walk away. All right, guess what you're gonna have? You're gonna have something that you can eat later called a tomato. All right, grow your own. And if you're growing your own, or if you're learning how to eat what nature is growing for you every day, then you won't have healthcare problems. You won't have, if you're eating from nature or you're eating from your own garden, your own yard, you don't need health care. You won't need it because it's not health care, it's disease management. It is something that they give people who have no damn clue what food looks like anymore. All right. Once again, it's how we started that. In the Garden of Eden, you had everything you needed. You'd live forever. We got kicked out because we was naughty. We walked across the face of the planet. We didn't have healthy food. We got sick again. King said, we own this land. We moved back on that land and we got even sicker. Why? Because they were growing rice and barley and wheat, and we would eat that with some dirty water. And that does not help make for a healthy human being. It makes for a really stupid monster you can control and get to take whatever cure that you want to give them because they're sick and they don't know what food is. All right. When your body has the elements that it needs, right? All the minerals, the nutrients, the enzymes, because you are an ecosystem and you live within the ecosystem. The ecosystem you are within is taking care of you. Okay, you stop letting it take care of you and you let corporations and the kings take care of you, and that's why you're sick. That's why flu season is such a big deal now. All right, you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what she's saying. That's not what I'm saying. Is what I'm repeating what the smartest people of our time and prior to our time and all of our elders told us. Okay, when you have a Garden of Eden, this is why your country is banning seeds and it's banning organic growing. It's spraying glyphosate all over the soil because it kills off the microbiology that grows healthy plants that give you healthy things that prevent you from being sick. Because sick people are weak people. Sick people are dependent people. Strong people don't give two damns. You know, that's the problem with health and freedom. Once you got it, you ain't never giving it back. I can tell you that right now. That's why I'm obstinate. That's why I'm obstinate. You can do anything you want to me, but you ain't never gonna get me to do what you want me to do. You ain't never gonna get me in no CVS, no Walgreens, none of these little church temple things you call drugstores to get me to worship and believe in your religion and take your sacraments. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It used to happen all the time. I worked in the pharmaceutical industry. I believed all that nonsense. Don't give me telling you the whole story. I believed it all, took all their drugs, and I got sick all the time. Got every cold, flu, cuckoo virus that came through. When I stopped listening to what they taught, when I started questioning my education and I educated myself, I looked at the other side of the story, I realized the truth was in the middle. Right? It's not that the state is wrong. It's not that the state education and degree works and professional is wrong. It's just that it's very skewed. Look at the other side and you'll find out the truth is in the middle, right? That's where your strength and health comes from. That's where your independence comes from, right? The reason I'm not taking none of that crap anymore, because I know what it does to your body. And the things that I don't know. And the other things I don't know, I don't even know that, okay? And I damn sure they don't know. It's my body. There's things I don't know. And I know today to know a whole lot less than what they're saying, what they know on that damn television. All right? Be healthy. Eat like your body evolved and things go well. Then your body will talk to you. Get good at listening to your body, right? Grow strong again, and you will never consent to being weak. That's why I don't consent. And I say it all the damn time. I don't consent. No, I know what food is. I'm gonna eat my food. I'm gonna be strong. Come on and live with us. You know, we get the vaccine with the vaccine. That's a good word, vaccine. I don't even know where that came from. We get the vaccine, and my vaccine won't work if you don't have a vaccine. It's a hack. It's a hack. Yeah, don't let me go through it again. It's all a hacker. If you didn't create it, you're just hacking. You don't actually know what you're doing. You're not even looking at Koch's postulate. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know where it comes from. You're a hacker. You're hacking a biological system that you don't understand. You're not a developer. You're not an engineer. You're not a programmer. You are literally hacking. So they say that nonsense. Well, my vaccine won't work if you don't get the vaccine. And I'm like, wait a minute. Hang on. How does that make any damn sense? If it's not a vaccine, but it's actually an engineered thing that actually works, and you get it, you should be good. You should be tight. I can't get you sick at that point in time. But if I got to get it too, because you don't know how to eat food, because you want to eat bagels in the morning, and you want to eat biscuits and put chicken between donuts, no, that's not how this works. You want to be sick, you go be sick. You want to be weak, you go be weak. I believe in, what is that called? Euthanasia, whatever it's called. I believe you can do anything you want to do to you, but you ain't doing it to me. Strong people have no interest in being weak again. Healthy people have no interest in going back down that road. I live down that road. I don't like being sick. I ain't never doing that again. That all coughing up the germs and the hocking loogies and all of that, snot in your nose and your bubble, and you can't even sleep at nighttime, you breathe because you can't breathe. I ain't never doing that again. Hell no. That's the Harkonnen lifestyle. I ain't never doing that again. You know, going to the drugstore in the middle of the night because I need some drug to inject in my nose and my butt and ear and try to rub some cream on my forehead to try to feel like I can get some sleep at night. No, not the kid. Not the kid. I'm gonna live strong or y'all gonna put me in the ground. I'm fine with that. I'm either gonna grow me a nice tomato tree or I'm gonna grow me a nice tomato tree. But I damn sure ain't going back to that unhealthy, synthetic, pretending that we can live without the ecosystem lifestyle. You hear what I'm saying? Does that make sense to y'all? All right. Let me see. Did I play her? What she said? 2:30. I got one more I want to play you. She said something else deep. What's that? 2:30. Let me put my young people live. This is what young people do. Young people too. At 29 years old, you can't. I don't even know what. Is that an 8? Yeah, 2:38. Okay, I'm gonna post a link. I want y'all to watch the whole thing. If anything I just said sounded crazy as hell, you need to watch the whole thing. If these people are posting stuff that's like, what the hell are they even talking about? You don't know how your world works. 2:38. I'm so glad I found these people. This is the only way I get that. This is the only way I can walk away from the internet because I know these people I know they got the truth back. Not my back, the truth back. They all day long in doing that so I can go back to the garden and grow some food. I'm gonna try to do my best to grow, if not all my food, 80% of all the food I eat this year. That's my goal this year. I might start another channel. People say, oh, we want to see your garden. Like, no, you don't, not just yet. Not just yet. No, it ain't gonna be purdy. It's not the purdy garden. I believe in permaculture. I don't believe in row culture. Right, man, and remember, agribusiness is not agriculture. It's agribusiness, okay? Agriculture is something very different. Agriculture got everybody sick where the modern diseases came from. Agribusiness is just adding super profit to what got everybody sick when we stopped living the agrarian life, okay? No, I believe in food forests, not purdy. The only thing you're gonna see is some grass that's dying, a little bit of soil that's getting turned over just the tops, and a dirty old man. That's all, a dirty young man. You'll see a dirty young man. Nobody wants to see that yet. Like I said, I'll start showing some pictures as we get things growing on. I got some potatoes in the ground, put the peas in the ground. Yesterday I got my posts up. I've got some asparagus I'm gonna put in the ground today. I've got some rhubarb I already got in the ground. I got a few other things. So I'm tomatoes, peppers, lettuce. We're gonna do the whole nine. We're gonna run with it. I got a bunch of herbs. I can't even pronounce the names. I was just at the herb store. I was like, yes, give it to me if it's legal. I don't even know what it is. But I'm supposed to rub it on my belly. I don't know. Like, my belly might hurt later. I got a bunch of witches here. So I don't know what comfrey does. I have no idea. I posted something 2 years ago, but I forgot. That's a long time ago. I know it grows fast. I know it's a perennial. I know it'll feed the soil food web that feeds all the other plants, so I can cut it back, chop and drop, chop and drop, chop and drop. If you don't know what chop and drop is, you don't know what a Garden of Eden is. I can do that with it. And if I need something that mimics what y'all use Robitussin for, I'm not growing Robitussin. I got the comfrey. This is what we do. But it's not even about me. I don't get sick. It's for my neighbors. It's for my neighbors. I got the herbs out there and people, oh, we got this problem. Well, okay, well, you know, my wife a little crazy. Brother, you got anything for her? Well, you know, what was she on? She was on the antipsychotics. Oh, Lord, have mercy. You do not want to end up in an apocalypse and a shutdown under medical martial law, and you got a neighbor that's on psychotropic drugs. You know what happens to these schools when these people put the fudge out? No, I got something for you. I don't know. I asked one of my witches. They were like, yeah, just take that comfrey, put some mint in, flip it around, do a poultice with it, and some words I don't understand, and give it to her in a smoothie. All right, that'll keep her calm. Keep her calm. All right, let's do that. Let's just do that again. The minute they legalize cannabis, I'm putting that in the ground too. I ain't never smoked it. I ain't gonna smoke it. I don't like smoke, okay? That's just not my thing. I'll eat it on a salad. I'll put it in a smoothie, the greens. I'm just not a smoker. I believe you have a right to smoke. I'm not, don't give me the angry face. I'm not against you smoking, people. My druggy friends, what are y'all some? Y'all just like Christ, boy. Y'all just go to that upper room and heat that herb up, don't you? I know, and Christ is my teacher. I'm not into smoke. The smoke ain't my thing. I'll put it in the smoothie, but I want to make sure I have it just in case, because this ain't about me. Remember, this is about an ecosystem. My neighbor survived by me. And if his wife flipped the hell out one night at 2 a.m. and pull an Al Green, throw some hot grits on him and some glass in his porridge, what's she gonna do to me? She loved him. She got kids with him. Well, I'm not gonna grow something for her because I ain't gonna plant no comfrey because I ain't got the pox in my brain. I don't have a mental. No, people got mental illness. All she may not recognize her door from my door. She might walk right the hell in. That'd be my last live stream. That'd be my last live stream. Y'all been abusing women a long time since this planet began. Okay. Sometimes they feel they got to get a little revenge. All it takes, you can be big and strong as you want. If you ain't paying attention, like I said, it's a TV show with these wives just going taking men out, just taking them out. All you got to listen. I know this. This is what I know. We all gonna die if the praying mantis aliens come back. If they come back and they find out what y'all did to their relatives, they're gonna kill everybody. We all gonna die if they make tabby cats 6 foot long. Might release a drug, vaccine, something, and they all become 6 foot long like cougars. We all gonna be dead. And the same thing with spiders. Another thing I know is every man got to sleep at night. Okay? Look, watch the television show. Y'all need to stop the abuse. I'm trying to tell you. Physical, financial, and verbal. You need to cut it out. Just cut it out. Everybody got the propensity to turn on those 27 warrior genes, and you need to sleep at night. It don't take a big person. All it takes is a pillow, and we're gonna stop there. So yeah, I grow food for everybody. I grow food. We survive as an ecosystem. You don't take care of everybody else, we're all gonna die. Let me go to 2:38, and I gotta get out of here. I gotta go, because I gotta go see a man about a thing, a man about some fish, some fish emulsions, and a few other things I need to get in my garden. So right about here, I think is where this man said some deep stuff. I don't know who he is, but I've seen him before. Somebody sent me one of his videos. This man said some deep stuff. Y'all need to watch the whole thing.
That's why I'm saying, expose the Chinese Communist Party and repent. The third thing is truly have a wish from our hearts, deep down from our hearts, to be good, to endure, and to be awakened and enlightened, have a blissful and beautiful future. This is our wish, but it has to come from our hearts and our sincerity. I can talk about this tech and this problem, all these billions of problems are interconnected to these 3 principles. It's very, very simple.
All right, thank you, Cyrus. Thank you for that.
Right
Amanda, you wanted to address the issue of the virus. Would you like to speak on viruses, please?
Yes.
Sure. It's important for people to understand that a virus has never been isolated. Not once, not ever, and never will be, because it doesn't exist as described. If you look at Dr. Stefan Lanke's work, he was the one really to get things vocalized. He's a German virologist, biologist, and he was actually the one to first identify a phage in the ocean, which are large structures that actually support the terrain of the fish and help them overcome disease. So they're not pathogenic. And when he realized that, he's like, something's very wrong. And he started to look at measles virus particularly, and he wanted to see the original papers that identify the virus and name it, measure it, and describe it appropriately. And he found that in all the original papers, that was not done. None of the viral particles, as they have described and shown cartoons of, and colored pictures of, and fancy CGI of, they don't exist like that. They aren't seen on 2D microscopes properly. They're artifacts of the body, and they're produced when the body undergoes stress.
Artifacts of the body, and they're produced when the body goes through stress. They don't have those faces. They don't have the teeth. All the virus stuff you see on the news. Ah! We're coming to get you! And you got to wear a mask. None of that is true. None of that is true at all.
Stress, toxins, and nutritional deficiencies will lead to issues in the body where cells start to proliferate because
stress, toxins, and issues in the body will lead to this condition that they call virus. All right, that's actually all you need. I'm gonna let her talk for a minute, but that's what you need to know. That's why we started this on the Garden of Eden. If you take care of your body, you're fine at flu season. And why is this so important? Well, because they destroyed the economy this year. We got a lot of people, probably millions of people, are gonna die when this is all done. And this was only code cuckoo 19. Right? You know why it's Cuckoo 19? Well, it's because it was the 19th version. No, it's because of the year 2019. There was a Cuckoo 2018, Cuckoo 2017, Cuckoo 2016, and there was a Cuckoo 2015. That was the bad one. All right, and we didn't destroy the economy for that. So it was a guarantee it's going to be a Cuckoo 2020. Okay, it'll be a Cuckoo 2020. And on Cuckoo 2020, we don't want to kill millions more people. We don't want to lock down millions more women in abusive situations because y'all are scared. Because you're scared because you don't take care of your body. You're scared because you eat pizza all day. You're scared because you eat bagels and bread and GMO freaking wheat in every single meal, and you're too lazy to grow your own food. You're too lazy to show and be an example to your family, to show your kids or your husband or your wife how to be strong and to step up and be strong because you're too scared. And it's the funny thing about me is I like these phrases we come up with. You do I do anything for my kids. Oh, would you? Oh, like what? What will you do for your kids? I'll go to school and get a medical degree for 11 years. I'll do this. I'll fight. I'll do this. I'll blah, blah, blah. Will you plant a garden? Cricket. 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 Will you show them how to eat healthy so they'll be strong? Cricket. 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 Will you show them how to do things so they don't get every disease where we got the main pandemic is malnutrition that feeds all the other pandemics? Cricket. 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 Will you show them how to do things so they won't have to capitulate to Caesar every damn time he comes up with a cure for something, and particularly a Caesar that has an Operation Paperclip? Cricket. 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 Okay, so we can throw out that idea that you do anything for your kids. Maybe for your grandkids, nieces, nephews, you got some cousins. What would you do for people that you love? Let me give her a few more minutes, I gotta get out of here.
As they have to fix a problem. And when you have waste material gone out of control, then you have to remove them. The body has to remove them. Now, if you are living a lifestyle where you're feeding yourself all kinds of bad foods, smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, drinking lots of coffee, not taking care of your health, then each spring you usually go through a natural sort of detox where you remove these materials through mucus out of the body.
You get what she's saying? Is that making sense to you? So all year long, you're eating Mike and Ike's and Twinkies and donuts and Slurpees and what's that thing called? The unicorn latte, unicorn smoothie, whatever that crap is. You're drinking all that stuff, throwing sugar, putting all this crap in your gut. And once a year, the whole herd has to get something called a flu to release all these toxins. And the more crap you ate, the more things you took in, the more toxins your body needs to release to do a detox, because that's what flu season is. It's a detox. It's an example to how stupid you've been for the last year. I know it don't sound good, does it? It's horrible. It sounds horrible. But when I first started learning this stuff, I was like, damn, you mean to tell me the sick people, that's basically your body saying that we can't do the natural thing that we've been doing for a million years because I've been living stupid and eating out the grocery store and the Walmart food section? Yep, that's exactly what it means. You mean to tell me, so the people I know who died from the flu virus, if I eat what they eat and go where they go and club where they club and do what they do and leave panty drawers in the parking lot, then I'm gonna die of the next cuckoo flu? Yes, you are. Yeah, it's coming to get you. Might not be the next one, but it's coming for you. All right, it's a natural thing. This is your body passing you a warning. This is a message to you. Do you have toilet paper? No, not toilet paper, because y'all stole all that out the grocery store so grandma can't get none. Do you have tissue paper in your house? The stuff that you have to. You got that? You know, do you have a medicine cabinet? Open it up. The more little bottles you see that come from Rockefeller, the Rockefeller Foundation, which is behind all the pharmaceutical companies, the more those bottles you have, the less you know what it means to be a human being and to live naturally. People, your body ain't broke, your mind is. Your body is not broke, it's your mind. It does not sound good, but it's true, all right? It's true. We need to get past the cuckoo flu. Oh, look at that, right? I got get past cuckoo flu. All right, listen, I got a gallon of talent sometimes. Let her have a few more minutes. I gotta go.
And if you take that mucus and you look at it under a microscope, you'll find all these kinds of particles. And if you're looking for these groups.
I'm gonna say it before you say it. Don't even, I know, I'm gonna put it in my microscope. I'm gonna look at my snot. Yes, I am. I had to say it before one of my friends said, I know Gerard, he's always in that microscope looking at bugs and soil and smog. Listen, I'm gonna do two things. I gotta listen at two new things to do in my microscope. One, I need to see my snot. I got to know what's in my snot. It's like an engine. Your car, you got a hood, you open the hood, you look under the hood, make sure everything's all right? Check the tire pressure, whatever. You're supposed to do that. You take a poop, you're supposed to get up, oh, we good, okay, you know. You got to do that. People, I want to look, I need to see what's in there. I'm sorry, I'm excited about that. That one, and I want to make a raw, healthy smoothie right from the garden. I'm going to show everybody all the bugs crawling in it, little creepy crawlers, freak everybody out. And I'm going to take it, just go like this. Eat all them bugs. It's just information. It's just information. It's like a virus, like bacteria, like everything else. It's all information for your body. You're upgrading your body consistently and constantly with the ecosystem, or you're just waiting to get the next disease that comes from these pandemics, because they're all based in malnutrition. They're all based in your body not being a part of the ecosystem. You're either going along with these crazy people who are trying to become like bubble people, who live in bubbles and sterile environment, got Purell and antibiotics and shoving it up the nose and doing everything else and making themselves syncing up the same immune system. Like the Cavendish banana, which is why it can't exist in nature anymore. Nature's trying to reclaim it. You cannot sync up everybody's immune system like the Cavendish banana. Does that make sense? That's why the Cavendish banana can't exist in nature anymore, because they made one of them, and it's a clone of 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 a clone. And then one day nature said, you know what, this is stupid. We're not gonna do this no more. We need to cancel the episode of Cavendish banana. And it created one little mold, wiped out billions of crops. They don't even know what to do. One day you're gonna go to the banana store and it ain't gonna be none of those bananas by that corporation that murdered all those people in Colombia that we all so happily buy bananas from. Chiquita banana. Ooh, yeah, maybe it's karma. Maybe that's just karma coming back for them monsters. They got away with it in court. They paid millions of dollars. They got caught hiring paramilitary to kill off people and put up banana plantations. How they're still a company, that boggles my mind. But once again, maybe we got our karma coming. Do not sync your immune system up with, we need diversity. We need diversity. We need people swimming out in that lake with them otters, sipping up otter poo and otter pee and turtle pee and whatever, and all these things interfacing with your body. What we don't need is it in higher content. Don't go out there and find you an otter and make an otter poop smoothie. No, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. What we need is a slow introduction to these things, right? Like the Garden of Eden, right? All that, look at, let me show you the Garden of Eden. I'm on a point. This is why I'm trying to slow myself. I really got to go. At the Garden of Eden, it's clean, right? Ain't no apartment buildings. Ain't no toilets. Ain't no sinks. Ain't no wiping your butt with toilet paper. All the things that get y'all sick. You ain't never do that in nature. When you had to take a poo, you took a poo, and you got on through. You ain't stop, wipe your hand and then make a sandwich. No, you get all that E. coli in you, and you know you gonna die. You get millions of coli on your hand and put them in your mouth, you're gonna die. Same with the turtle and everything else. And the dog too, for y'all still kissing dogs in their mouth. Okay? That mouth, that's his toilet paper. They know this dog. I hate it when I think about my childhood. I had Nikita and a Siberian Husky used to wake me up by French kissing me. Oh my God, that's probably why I don't get sick now. I wake up, got that big dog in my mouth. Good morning, Gerard. I'm sorry. Oh my God, and I was just a kid. I was like, oh, good morning, Kuma. Oh, yeah, good morning, Red Tosa. Oh, my dog, yeah. They didn't got their toilet paper just wiping me. And that's the best part of it, is the toilet paper, because they lick other things with that tongue too. It's worse. Oh my God, it's worse. It's worse. Imagine if you used one thing to wipe every damn thing. You wipe your butt and your nuts and this, that, and the other, and your armpits and everything else, and you wipe your eyes and whatever, and you take it to somebody and just put it in their face in the morning. Do that till you wipe. Let's see what happens to you. Don't do that to your husband. Just wipe everything and just go there. I'm gonna wake you up in the morning. Boy, gonna be dead people everywhere. They ain't really gonna have mass graves at that point. We thought know what man's best friend is doing. All right, ooh, good Lord. Oh my gosh. Woo, how the hell I'm still alive? I had no damn idea. But okay, here's the point. The point is, it's all about the amount that you take in. If you take in hundreds of billions of bacteria and viruses and E. coli, your immune system's like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? What? Your immune system, I can't deal with this. It's just too much. And you eating Twinkies too. No, I ain't doing it. We just gonna die. We gonna shut down. We do better for the ecosystem in a cemetery growing tomato trees and apples and rose bushes. But this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work because you too stupid. You don't know how to eat food. Okay? That's how that works. That actually is how it works. You introduce a little bit at a time. Right? You go out in the garden and you're working in the garden. You did lunchtime, you make a pizza, make whatever you want, and you don't wash your hands, or you just rinse your hands. You don't wash them. You know, don't sterilize them and Purell and whatever. You eat your burger or whatever you eat. You know, you're getting little exposures. The Garden of Eden is clean. But what they don't have in the Garden of Eden is a thing called a bathroom. Okay, there's no Tinder in the Garden of Eden. Okay, you can't go and sleep with a whole bunch of people. You just have one person. Y'all little nasty people out there, freaking hoe types. Your body can't deal with that neither. You can't go out there and keep interfacing with different monkeys all the daggone time because you got a nice profile on Tinder. You're gonna die. You have to be introduced to things slowly. That's what the body likes, to have slow changes. Yeah, definitely vegan to live. Somebody who posted that. I'm gonna post a link. Let me post a link, so I want y'all to watch this. Absolutely, be vegan to live, be vegetarian to live, or eat very little meat to live. I'm not an anti-meater. I'm not a do what I doer. I am you need to do something that works for you. All right, don't ignore what I do. I mean, you can listen to what I'm doing, listen to what I'm saying, but you try things until your body doesn't get sick anymore. When your body stops sending you the check engine light, right? The check engine light is snot. It's colds and flus and getting sick, you know, stomach viruses. If you're getting those things, that's your check engine light saying, dummy, we got work to do. You ain't getting something, so you need to do some reading because you don't know what to eat. You're not living right, you're a little too stressed, you got a job you shouldn't have. All right? That's your body telling you. When you stop getting warning lights, then you know you're on the right track. Ignore what everybody else has to say. I am not a be like me. I am a you do something that makes sense until it works for your body. And then you got it. All right, I'm gonna post this link. I do gotta get out of here. I'm late. It's already, oh my goodness. It's 1 o'clock. I gotta go. I'm gonna post a link. I want y'all to watch this. This is deep. This is a deep. It's a 5-hour run. It's a 5-hour run, but it's a whole lot of truth packed into that 5 hours. A little bit of crazy, but that's okay. You need to get a little crazy. The tares and the wheat grows together. You need to learn how to determine what makes sense and what doesn't. That's just critical thought, right? Like there's no hate speech, there's no conspiracy theory. It's just all information. And the more you get of it, the better you get at discerning what's true and what's not, what makes sense, what doesn't, how to heal hate, because hate is something you can heal. The cuckoo virus is not something you can heal. Just continue to march on with the cuckoo, trusting the man who just came over and grabbed some land and said, yep, this is mine. We just need somebody dumb enough to know that this is not theirs too. Need to find some animals stupid enough in the ecosystem, like Rousseau said, to believe that this land belongs to me. Y'all heard that song? This land is my land. This land is your land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Gulf Stream waters to the something. I tell y'all, and you believed them too. I was stupid. I was with you too. I believe, like, oh, this is our land. No, it's not. This is Rockefeller Rothschild land. Long as people believe in it, we in big trouble. Yeah, I posted a link. I gotta get going. I'm sorry we didn't get the chance to talk today. I just ran my mouth and ranted, but I saw this video, it was off the charts. Y'all need to watch the whole thing and don't share it online because then you lose your Facebook profile. Send it in messages, you know, do what you can, but they say way too many truths on it. There's no way they're gonna let that stay on the internet. All right, I gotta go. I really gotta go. This is Gerard. Listen, I love y'all to death. Sorry for the quick exit, but I literally got people I need to come in from other countries, and the supply chain is how they control people. And they'll get me scared at the crazy lady down the street if I don't grow some herbs for her to help heal whatever's going on with her. You know, so care enough for people to do something about it. Let's just not care. Let's act like we care. You know what I'm saying? All right, I gotta go. We need to decriminalize the Garden of Eden. We need to go back to healing people and letting people grow things that heal them and heal their neighbors. Then we become powerful people. We become strong again. Maybe we can step up and say, no, this is our land. It's not your land. You can do crazy black eyes. Y'all know crazy black eyes? Y'all know what that is? Do y'all got crazy white eyes? Do y'all got crazy? Is that like a mullet and some... What is that? Like we do crazy. I was as a kid, I was taught how to do that. You go with your eyes real big, go like that. And people start to run. They don't do it no more. They used to be scared of that. They ain't scared no more. They ain't scared no more. Because it's just poverty, right? It's social economics. I got the same thing. All right, I see things are cutting off on me, so somebody's reporting me. I gotta go. Y'all have a great day. This is Gerard. I am out of here. Bye. Free the people. Snitches get stitches. Don't be a female dog.
Boom, boom.